Everybody likes to think they're in control, that they choose what to buy, who to trust, and even what to believe. But be honest, have you ever bought something you didn't need, agreed to a favor you didn't want to do, or made a decision that you later realized was an obvious mistake? That wasn't you making a free choice. That was you being manipulated. Manipulation is everywhere. It's in marketing, relationships, politics, even casual conversations. Every single day, people are nudging you toward decisions you never planned to make. That's why today, we're breaking down 9 of the most dangerous manipulation tactics, how they work, why they're so effective, and most importantly, how you can spot them before it's too late. Persuasion versus manipulation. You might think manipulation only happens to other people, but the truth is, it happens to you multiple times a day. Here's the difference. Persuasion is when someone guides you toward a decision that benefits you, like a doctor recommending a treatment, a mentor encouraging action, or a friend helping you see reality. Manipulation, on the other hand, is when someone tricks you into doing something that only benefits them, often at your expense. The scary part? The best manipulators don't force you. They make you want to act, and most people don't realize they've been manipulated until it's too late. Scarcity and urgency. Let's start with a classic, scarcity and urgency. Ever bought something because it was only available for a limited time or because there were only 2 spots left? That's scarcity and urgency at work. When we think something is running out, it triggers our fear of missing out. Instead of taking time to think, we panic buy. Sometimes this is real, like concert tickets that really do sell out, but often it's fake. Those limited offers that reset every time you refresh, that's manipulation. The rule: if something is truly scarce or urgent, you still have time to think. Commitment bias. Next is commitment bias. Once you agree to something small, you're more likely to agree to something bigger. This can be positive, like trying a free budgeting workshop that convinces you to sign up for a coaching program. That's ethical persuasion, but it can also be dangerous. The cult NXOIVOREM lured people in with harmless self-improvement classes. Over time, they asked for more and more until people were trapped in a destructive system. The rule: if someone keeps escalating their requests, ask yourself, if they had asked for this much up front, would I have said yes? The bandwagon effect. Humans naturally follow the crowd. That's the bandwagon effect. Sometimes it's helpful, like trusting a restaurant with thousands of positive reviews. But other times, the crowd is manufactured. Paid influencers, fake testimonials, bots hyping a product. The rule: don't outsource important life choices to the crowd. Ask yourself, do I really want this? Or do I just think I should because everyone else does? Reciprocity? Ever heard the phrase, there's no such thing as a free lunch? That's reciprocity at work. When someone gives us something, even a small gift, we feel pressure to give back. Nonprofits use this ethically by giving stickers or wristbands that encourage donations. But manipulators use it too, like the guy who cleans your windshield at a red light and then demands payment. Authority. Our brains give automatic trust to authority figures, doctors, scientists, experts. Most of the time, that's fine, but authority can be faked. Anyone can throw on a lab coat and sell supplements. Anyone can rent a luxury car and pretend to be a guru. The rule: titles and appearances don't guarantee credibility. Double check if the authority is real. Double check if the authority is real. The contrast effect. We rarely judge things in isolation. We compare them to what came before. That's the contrast effect. A car dealer might first show you a wildly overpriced car, then a slightly better deal that still costs too much. Compared side by side, the second feels reasonable, but both are rip-offs. The rule: judge each option on its own. Ask yourself, would I choose this if I hadn't seen the other one first? The mission trap. Some people don't just sell products, they sell a vision. Steve Jobs sold Apple as more than gadgets. He sold bicycles for the mind. That was persuasion. But charismatic leaders can also use fake missions to lure people into cults. History is full of tragic examples. The rule: question whether you're attracted to the mission itself or just the leader's charm. The illusion of choice. Apple is also famous for another trick: the illusion of choice. You start with a cheap iPhone model, but it's missing features. So you upgrade, then upgrade again, until you've spent far more than planned. In workplaces, it's similar. Overtime might be optional, but when those who stay late get promotions, it stops feeling like a choice. The rule: recognize when a choice isn't really a choice. If all paths lead to the same outcome, maybe it's time to walk away. The mere exposure effect. The last tactic is the mere exposure effect. The more often you see or hear something, the more familiar and true it feels. That's why repetition is so powerful in advertising and propaganda. The danger is obvious. Repeat a false claim often enough and people start believing it. The rule: repetition doesn't equal truth. If something keeps popping up in your feed or conversations, question it. Manipulation is everywhere. In politics, business, marketing, and even personal relationships. But here's the key. Persuasion isn't always bad. It depends on who benefits. Does the decision serve you or just them? Once you understand how manipulation works, you can spot it, stop it, and even use persuasion ethically yourself. Used wisely, persuasion isn't just protection, it's a superpower. Thanks for watching. For